Hello and welcome back once again to the show. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I only just now got it figured out to the point where I can actually do it. This is All Points Bulletin, or APB. This would actually be the re-release, as this is APB Reloaded. Interesting sort of story behind this game. Well, maybe not so interesting. But let's see. Originally, the game was developed by Real-Time Worlds. Yes, I believe that would be the same Real-Time Worlds who did the Crackdown games. Or at least the first one. Yeah. So they developed this game, and it was published by EA. But the game didn't last very long, as it was eventually shut down because Real-Time Worlds went bankrupt. They ran out of money, and so the game had to be shut down. But the intellectual property, I believe, was bought by, I believe it's the publisher Gamers First, I believe, bought it. And they had another developer, which I'm pretty sure is actually called Reloaded Games. They had them take over the project, and now they're handling the project. So, yeah. Originally, I believe it was a subscription-based sort of MMO, something like World of Warcraft. Now it's free-to-play with microtransactions. So, yes. This is All Points Bulletin. It is a MMO RPG of sorts. It plays like a third-person shooter, and it plays mainly like a Grand Theft Auto game. You can run around, and you can get in cars and drive around. And, yeah, it's mainly a cops versus criminals sort of thing. You can choose to either be a criminal or what they call an enforcer, which is essentially... see, the backstory to the game is kind of interesting. The mayor of the city at the time was really worried about the crime problem. And so... or actually, no. The mayor was murdered by criminals. And so, several years later, his daughter is actually elected to be mayor. And so, she decides that she's going to pass a law that makes it legal for your average, everyday citizen to take up arms and basically sign up to be what they call an enforcer, which is essentially a cop, only they don't have as many restrictions, I guess. It's essentially legalized vigilantism. So that's what the enforcers are. They're basically vigilantes who wear badges. So you can be an enforcer or you can be a criminal. My guy's a criminal here. And I got my cool custom-made shield shirt. It doesn't look very good, but, whatever. I'm in the social district right now. There's no combat allowed in the social district. It's basically what you would think. It's there for you to socialize with other players, and you can also customize your character. There's places where you can buy new clothes, you can buy weapons and ammo, but you can't use them. Not here in the social district, at least. You can customize your character. Like I said, you can buy clothes, all different types of stuff there. And you can also customize your character's personal car. This game was very much almost a prototype for Grand Theft Auto Online. A lot of the same sort of things are present. It's like an MMO, so you can take missions and quests from these different people. As a gang member or a criminal, you take orders from the various gangs that are already in the game. See, woven into the story and the setting are gangs that were actually present before the game starts, and so those are like the quote-unquote real gangs that, as you see, Charlotte Blood Rose, there's actually a gang called the Blood Roses, and she's one of the higher-ranking members of that. And so there's all different types of real gangs, but as one of the players and one of the criminals, you can even start your own gang. And it's basically like a guild or a clan from other types of MMOs. And, yeah. So yeah, you can make your own gangs, which, like I said, it's basically just like having a clan or a guild. But, yeah. So... But you take missions from the various real characters, and you take quests, your character levels up, you get money. Of course, you use the money to buy new clothes, new weapons. What the hell? Oh, VIP area, some bullshit, whatever the fuck. Yeah. There's all sorts of things you can do. You can customize. This is a marketplace. It's basically like an auction house. That guy, I'm pretty sure, is an enforcer. Sure as hell looks like one. Yeah. Yeah, you can get gun holsters on your hip or on your thigh. You can get knife holsters. You can wear a bulletproof vest. I'm not sure if it actually protects you from damage, but you can wear it as a clothing option. It's all types of options. My guy's still very low level. I haven't played this game that much, mainly because I don't really have anybody to play with. And a lot of this stuff kind of requires other players, not necessarily to take missions, but you're going to need at least one other person to complete some of these missions. Because the way the game works, when you're a criminal, you get hired to, or you accept a mission to go do something. It's usually some criminal activity, you know, go steal this, or go hijack this car and bring it to whatever the fuck, you know. When you do these criminal activities, it sends out, of course, an APB, an all points bulletin. And that sends a message to the local or the nearby enforcers to say, hey, this guy's committing a crime, you need to go and stop him. And so they can either choose to accept the mission to stop the criminal, or they can refuse it. They don't have to. But, yeah. So, of course, it's very much player versus player, and it can be a huge pain in the ass just to complete any missions, because you're hardly ever going to go in there without any opposition. So, yeah. Not only that, but since it's a PC game and you're driving around, the controls aren't so great, and they still have yet to add in support for, say, an Xbox controller, which I think would really make this a lot better. At least for me. I've never really been all that comfortable with PC controls for a shooter. Well, if it was just a first-person shooter, I suppose it wouldn't be so bad. But it's the driving that really sucks with the PC controls. Of course, like normal, you control with the WAS and D buttons, and your mouse is your aiming, and clicking is shooting and everything. But when you're in a car, it's the same way. You control your car the same way you control your guy, with the WASD. And I don't think there's a handbrake button, so getting around corners can be a pain in the ass. So I think it would really be a lot better if they would at least implement Xbox controller support for driving, at least. So yeah, but I'm in the social district. There's different districts. You have the social, which is what we're in, and then you have the action district, which is, of course, where all the action takes place. That's actually going into the city of Sanparo, and doing missions, committing crimes, stealing things, trying to get money and level your guy up. Because, as with GTA Online, for some idiotic reason, even cosmetic modifications, like different clothes and different hairstyles, tattoos, different shoes, all that kind of stuff, you have to get to a certain level, but it's not a character level. You actually have to get to a specific rank or whatever with the certain quest givers. So I run over here as fast as I can, really quick, to show you. And I hope the thing doesn't lock up, because when it's recording, it has a tendency to lock up. Look at all these cool players. Hot chicks. And yeah, that's the type I like. Goth-looking babes, yeah. Okay, so right here we have this little kiosk where you can customize your wardrobe. Let's go into this and I'll show you. Again, I hope this doesn't lock up. And I think it... Uh-oh. Yeah, I think it locked up. Nope, we're good. Okay. So, yeah. So, let's add new item. And it loads up this, right, you can... Accessories, armor. Like I said, you can have a bulletproof vest. Actually doesn't look so bad. And then you have slim, which... I don't know, that doesn't exactly look like a bulletproof vest. But I don't know. But let's see. Money, but you also have to be level 2 with Sung Blood Rose. You have that, and then this one, Harmon Benjamin. Yeah. So not only do you have to have enough money, but you have to do however many missions it takes to get to level 2 with whichever person. And these are rival gangs, so sometimes doing missions for one gang, I think it can actually piss off other gangs that are rival to the gang you're doing missions for. So you basically have to go in beforehand, you have to go into this and figure out, okay, what stuff do I want? There's a mask, you can have a hockey mask. I'd actually like to have that hockey mask. It's free, which is funny, but you have to get to level 6 with Tiptoe, whoever that is. And right now it's still around Halloween, so you can get a Halloween pumpkin mask. And they're doing their little Halloween festival. You have to get to level 4 with Trick, whoever that is. I'm guessing he's a new NPC guy that you... yeah. There was something about Smashing Pumpkins. And no, I'm not talking about the band. Like I said, since it's still Halloween season right now, I think they've left pumpkins all over the town. And if you smash so many of them, you unlock these different little things. You can get a cool little skin for guns. They glow. Yeah, here's the holsters. I said you can have a pistol holster on your thigh, which I'm not sure if it's just me that notices this, but normally I actually have a thigh holster, so I actually know this. The way it works is there's another strap that should go up here and hook onto your belt, but my guy's not wearing a belt because I don't have the money or the prestige or whatever to get one. You can have a knife sheath on the other thigh. And again, I'm pretty sure there would be another strap to go up to your belt to hold that. It keeps it from sliding down your leg, basically. And then you got your shoulder holster, which is, it's got a knife. Oh yeah, it's a knife shoulder holster. It's weird because you should have a knife on one side and then the pistol holster on the other side. And then you got this webbing vest, which, I don't know, it looks kind of cool. All these items, I'm pretty sure, are customizable. You can customize the colors. You can put custom logos. That's the other thing I've noticed, is the custom logos are limited unless you... They still have a subscription method in place. You can still have a subscription to the game, but you don't need one to play. You can play and be just fine without a subscription, but with a subscription you have a few more options available to you. The custom logos, the shield logo, the very poor shield logo that I put on my guy's shirt, is all one piece. You're only allowed to have so many pieces to it, because, you know, each letter would be its own separate piece. I had to put the whole thing together into one piece, otherwise it would have went over the limit. So you can only have so many custom pieces on your character if you're not a paid subscriber. So it is kind of lame, but at the same time, you know, they had to try and incentivize, you know, paying for the game. Otherwise, you know, different belts you can get, a bullet belt, yeah. Basic leather belt, I'd probably go with that. Don't really need anything fancy, although I don't know, there's a skull buckle. I don't know, I don't like the horns on it. And a utility belt. Looks like you got a pepper spray. That looks like it's got your badge in it. I don't know. That seems like it's more of a enforcer thing. And there are custom, or not custom, but there are different options available for both the criminals and the enforcers. So, yeah. But anyways, that's some character customization stuff. Let's go back into the thing. I try to load into an action district, but something tells me that would freeze the game. I was doing a test with this the other day, and just walking over... Oh, this dude looks like a motorcycle rider. Oh, he got like that fucking skeleton-looking stuff on there. And he's even... you can see he's got devil wings. That's another thing that they added special for the Halloween season. Yeah, but just running over to this area over here, there's this building, and it has some other things. I was walking around in there, and the game froze. So, I'm not sure if it would be a good idea to load into an action district. The thing would probably freeze. But, yeah. Well, like I said, it plays like a third-person shooter. You know, you have your guns. I can actually take a look at mine right now. I've got this G36 looking assault rifle. It's called the Star 556. You can find better versions of it that can actually accept modifications. You can get different mods for it. I think you can get like a foregrip. You can get like a better barrel that'll make it more accurate, or maybe it's more powerful. I'm not sure. All these different things you can do with it. I think you might even be able to add a grenade launcher attachment. But then I've got this little pistol. It's not so great. You can find better ones, and you can get grenades as well. Yeah. Here's my vehicle. It's not all that great. Got the shield logo on it, you know. But yes, that is APB Reloaded. If you'd like to play the game, I'm sure you can go to gamersfirst.com. I think that would be the website. You can go there. They have a bunch of other MMOs. One in particular that I also play is called Fallen Earth, which is essentially Fallout online. Only it's not really. It's the same basic sort of setting, but it's not the same characters or story or anything like that. It's a post-apocalyptic with a nuclear fallout sort of thing, and there's mutated wildlife, so it's very similar, but it's not exactly the same. But yeah, Gamers First does that one as well. I like that one. I wouldn't mind showing it off, but I was having problems with that one. I think I have the problem figured out, though. It was the resolution setting in the options over here, so all I have to do is change that, and I should be able to do it. But hopefully, yeah, you might have been noticing some lag on the game. I noticed when I try to record, there's some lag, some frame rate jitters. It plays fine for the most part. I might just need to lower the graphics quality, but you know, yeah. This has been APB Reloaded. Like I said, if you'd like more information on the game, I'm sure you can find it on gamersfirst.com. It is free to play, so you don't need to pay a monthly subscription, although if you want to have a really intricate, detailed, customized guy with lots of logos, you'll probably need to have a subscription. I'm pretty sure it's not all that expensive for the paid subscriptions, and there may even be different levels to them. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's been going for a while. I mean, the initial release of the game before it was shut down the first time, it was pretty popular for a while. I actually had a physical copy of the game when it was originally released, but the suck part was I didn't get to play it at all, because I think at the time my computer wasn't able to handle it, and then I upgraded my computer, and by the time that happened, the game had already been shut down. So my physical copy was completely worthless, and I spent $60 on it for nothing. So, but anyways, like I said, this has been APB Reloaded. I will check into seeing if I can do some action district footage, maybe doing some missions, going on some theft activities or something like that. Maybe I'll hook up with a group and we'll have some group activities we can do. I don't know. I'll check into that about for maybe the next episode with this. I would like to make this a series. I've got so many of them already, though, so. But either way, please check this game out if you're interested. Maybe we can play together sometime. And we will see you next time with hopefully some Action District footage. See you then.